Hey everyone, and welcome back. You know, we love to dig deep into a topic. And you know, sometimes I just wish I had someone to
Yes.
really break it down with. And this is the perfect example.
Right.
You sent this in, attracting prosperity through good vibes. It's from the Vibes of Prosperity podcast.
Okay.
So, I mean, we're not strangers to this whole manifestation conversation.
It's everywhere.
But let's just get right into it.
Let's do it.
What do you think when you hear that? Attracting prosperity through good vibes.
I mean, it's interesting, right? Because, it's like we all want to have control. And I think this idea of attracting prosperity kind of plays into that deep desire.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to finances. That's often something where people feel like
Totally.
it's totally out of your control, right?
Yeah.
So to think that maybe you can kind of harness your thoughts and your vibes to kind of shift things, I mean, it's appealing.
It's super appealing.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm kind of picking up on in this podcast.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, they really hone in on this idea of gratitude as being the foundation.
Okay.
They actually say you need to write down 3 things you're grateful for every single morning.
Every morning.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a little, I don't know, it sounds like a lot, but
It's a commitment.
it is a commitment. What do you think about that?
I mean, putting aside all the, manifestation stuff for a second,
Okay.
there is actually a lot of research that shows gratitude can be really beneficial for your mental health.
Interesting.
Increased happiness, you have stronger relationships, even
Wow.
you sleep better,
Really?
Yeah. So there are a lot of benefits to kind of shifting your focus from what you lack to what you have.
Right. Okay, so it's not pretending
Exactly.
everything's perfect.
Yeah.
But it's about intentionally
It's about shifting your perspective a little.
shifting your perspective. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I can get on board with that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't stop there, though.
This podcast goes beyond the gratitude piece.
Okay.
They're also really into affirmations.
Mm-hmm. So they use phrases like, I am open to receiving abundance. Money flows to me easily. But they're very specific about
Yeah.
not just saying the words. It's about feeling the feeling behind the words.
Oh, interesting. Feeling it as you're saying it.
Yes. What do you think about that?
Well, it makes you think about this whole concept of self-fulfilling prophecies
Okay.
and how our beliefs can actually influence our actions and then ultimately our outcomes.
Okay.
And neuroscientifically, our brains have this filter system called the reticular activating system.
What?
It's a mouthful.
It is.
RAS. We'll call it RAS for short.
Okay. RAS.
So this system basically determines what we pay attention to.
Okay.
So when you're constantly repeating these affirmations,
Mm-hmm.
especially with that emotional charge behind it,
Yeah.
your RAS is okay, we need to be on the lookout for opportunities for abundance. We need to pay attention to these things.
Interesting.
And you start noticing things you might not have before.
So I'm training my brain
Yeah,
to seek out abundance. And then because of that, I start making different choices.
right, exactly.
And then those different choices lead to
They lead to those outcomes.
more prosperity.
Okay, it's not magic, but it's kind of
It's like rewiring your brain.
yeah, exactly. It's shifting those thought patterns.
Oh, okay. I'm with you so far.
Okay,
This is where I get a little thrown.
okay.
They start talking about detachment.
Oh, detachment. Interesting.
Yeah. You're putting all of this energy into manifesting your desires,
Mm-hmm.
but then you're also supposed to let go of the outcome.
Yeah.
But how does that even make sense?
It's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
It's a little counterintuitive, right? Because you think you're putting it out there, but then you're not supposed to care.
Yeah. If I don't care, then
Right.
it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I need to really, really want it.
Right. I think where people get tripped up is when they get really, really attached to the outcome.
Okay.
Let's say you're really, really focused on getting a specific job.
Yeah.
You're checking your email every 5 minutes. You're overanalyzing every interaction. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. And it's it's that icky energy that's not good.
Exactly. It's not inviting.
No, it's when you're looking for something and you can't find it.
Yes.
And you're and then you finally give up and then you find it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's more about,
The opposite.
it's about enjoying the process.
Okay.
It's about, doing your best, putting it out there,
Yeah.
but not being so attached to that one specific outcome.
Right.
Because what if something even better is waiting?
So like by letting go,
Yeah.
I'm actually opening myself up
Yes.
to like even better things.
To more possibilities. Because sometimes we think we know what we want,
Yeah.
but the universe has something else in store.
Okay, I like that. Right.
I like that a lot, actually.
But the process,
Just the process, okay.
Yeah.
But let's get real for a second.
Okay.
What about those people listening who are like,
Yeah.
okay, that's great,
Right.
but like, does this actually work?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Look, what do you tell those people?
Well, first of all, I would say approach it with an open mind.
Okay.
Yeah. Like be open to the possibility,
Yep.
but also think of it like a skill.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna
Like, you have to practice.
You're not gonna be great at it overnight.
Okay.
It's like learning to play an instrument or a new sport.
Yeah.
It takes time.
It's not just going to happen immediately.
It takes practice. And
Right.
you have to be willing to
Yeah.
adjust as you go.
Totally. And like with anything,
Yeah.
you're going to have good days and bad days, right?
Exactly.
Like some days I'm like, oh, I totally manifested that.
Right, exactly. And then other days I'm like,
Exactly.
oh, what am I even doing?
Yeah, but I think the key is consistency
Okay.
and focusing on that process.
Yeah.
Not getting so caught up in the results.
So I'm not denying reality. It's not about toxic positivity.
No.
It's just about,
You're not pretending that everything is perfect.
yeah.
It's about acknowledging those challenges,
Right.
but not letting them.
But choosing where I focus my energy.
Yes. Choosing where you focus your energy
Okay.
and your attention,
Okay.
because that's where practices like gratitude and these positive affirmations
Yeah.
can be really powerful.
Because they're like tools.
Yeah, they're tools.
To help me shift my perspective.
Exactly. It's not about ignoring reality. It's about shifting your perspective to see the possibilities.
Okay, so it all comes back to vibes.
Yeah, it's all about the vibes.
If I'm always negative
Yeah.
and I'm like putting out that energy,
Yeah.
then
What are you attracting?
I'm going to get that back.
Exactly.
But if I can put out
Yeah.
positive vibes and be like,
Yeah.
abundance, abundance, then maybe, just maybe,
Yeah.
it will come back to me.
It might just come back to you.
Okay.
Right. And it's not just about like wishful thinking,
Right.
It's about understanding that our thoughts and beliefs,
Mm.
they have a real impact on our energy,
Yeah.
our actions and our experiences.
I've definitely noticed that.
Right.
Like with certain people,
Yeah.
they just attract good things.
They just have that energy.
They do. It's not even always that they're lucky. It's just like,
It's a vibe.
they're just like positive people.
I believe in themselves.
Yeah. And they believe
Wow.
that they can have good things.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
And so they do.
And they put it out there.
And it rubs off on you.
Yes. Exactly. It's contagious.
Yeah. And then like on the flip side,
Totally.
those people.
Where it's like they just bring
Oh my gosh.
this down.
They can drain your energy.
Yes.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I need a nap after that conversation.
It's like they suck the good vibes right out.
Mm-hmm. They're energy vampires.
They're total energy vampires. Oh, that's good to know.
Right.
Because it's like if I'm being an energy vampire, I need to stop doing that.
Exactly.
Like right now.
Awareness is the first step.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm putting it out there.
Yeah.
And if I'm putting out all this negativity,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Right.
So I need to flip the script.
Flip the script.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, it can become like a vicious cycle
Okay.
because then you have these negative experiences.
Right.
And they just reinforce those limiting beliefs.
Yeah, because then you're like,
See, I knew it.
see, I'm right.
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So it's about breaking free from that.
Okay, how do I do that?
Well, it starts with awareness. Right.
Okay.
Like you said, noticing those patterns and then consciously choosing to shift your focus.
So it all goes back to
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
Your thoughts, your beliefs.
It's because even if I'm like, oh yeah, I want to manifest abundance, but like deep down I'm like,
Right.
but do I deserve it?
Am I good enough?
Yeah, like is it really possible?
Yeah. Those are those limiting beliefs we were talking about.
So I have to actually believe it,
you got to believe it.
not just say the words.
You got to be more than just words.
Okay, so it's not about being fake positive all the time.
No. Not at all.
It's about
It's about being authentic with yourself,
okay,
but also recognizing the power of your own thoughts.
okay. This is a lot.
It's a journey.
It is a journey, but it's good.
It is.
We need to have this conversation.
It's good stuff.
I feel like we've gone beyond
I agree.
just the podcast.
We've done a deep dive on the deep dive.
We've gone meta deep dive.
Yeah.
So to wrap this up. Okay.
What's the key takeaway here?
The key takeaway? I think it's that we have more control than we think we do.
Okay.
We can't control everything that happens to us,
Right.
But we can control how we respond.
Yeah.
We can choose to focus on gratitude.
Okay.
We can cultivate those positive beliefs,
Mm-hmm.
and we can take action,
Okay, I like that.
from that place of abundance.
So action, but from a good place.
Yes, exactly.
Sure.
Intentional action.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I do. So to everyone listening,
Yes.
what's like one small thing
Okay.
you can do today
Yes.
to shift that energy,
I love it.
to start attracting those good vibes?
Yes.
What's that one small thing? Think about it. It could be gratitude.
Yeah. Write it down.
Write it down.
What are you grateful for?
Maybe try an affirmation
Mm-hmm.
or just notice those thoughts.
Yes, exactly. Be mindful.
Be mindful. Okay, I like it.
All right.
Until next time, keep those vibes high.
Yeah.